Is it true that BTS's future is now at a critical point? And is it true that Taehyung and Jungkook are facing an irreversible decision? In a statement eagerly awaited by fans worldwide, Si Hyuk, founder of HYBE Corporation and the key figure behind BTS's formation, has finally spoken candidly about the direction of the legendary group's future. His words, delivered in a limited interview with a South Korean economic media outlet, have sparked massive speculation and waves of anxiety, particularly regarding the fate of the two most popular members, Kim Taehyung, V, and Jeon Jungkook. Few expected that the answer to BTS's future would lie not only in the hands of the industry, but also in internal conflict, company policy, and personal dynamics long kept hidden. Will Si Hyuk's latest decision strengthen or dismantle the seemingly unshakable foundation of BTS? Amid public longing for the togetherness of all 7 BTS members, now divided due to mandatory military service and varying contract periods, Si Hyuk's statement reveals a more complex and emotional veil. In his official remarks, he emphasized that BTS's future can no longer be viewed solely through the lens of popularity or musical achievement, but must be reevaluated strategically, emotionally, and even politically. BTS is not just a music group, said Si Hyuk. They are a global symbol now undergoing a transitional phase. And I won't deny it, their future is full of uncertainties that we must face with the most rational yet emotionally heavy decisions. That statement alone was enough to shock the public. But even more surprising, Si Hyuk mentioned 2 members specifically, Taehyung and Jungkook. Why only them? Does this mean there are different considerations for these 2 compared to the others? Si Hyuk further explained that Taehyung, currently serving his military duty, has sent several signals to management regarding his desire to explore a career outside of BTS. Not necessarily to leave, but this strong indication suggests Taehyung is considering a more independent career path once his military service ends. We hear and respect what Taehyung expresses. There are personal needs that must be taken into account, Bang explained. Meanwhile, Jungkook, who previously extended his contract with HYBE and launched a highly successful solo debut, is in a different position. According to Si Hyuk, Jungkook is a strategic pillar for HYBE's future. But this statement also raises questions. Is HYBE building the future with Jungkook as its main solo artist? Does this mean BTS as a group will be a lower priority compared to individuals deemed more promising from a business standpoint? Fans have begun linking Si Hyuk's statements to previous decisions deemed too focused on individual capitalization. Several entertainment industry analysts in Korea have noted how such a statement could trigger internal tension if not handled carefully. If Jungkook becomes the main pillar and Taehyung is allowed to determine his own path, then we are witnessing BTS's gradual fragmentation, said Kim Ji-woon, an entertainment analyst from Yonsei Cultural Institute. This is reinforced by the fact that since 2023, public communication among BTS members has become more personal and solitary, no longer coordinated collectively as before. Even at official events, only some members appear together, while others focus on individual projects. While this could be seen as a diversification strategy, the public cannot ignore its long-term implications. What exactly is HYBE preparing? Is this part of a strategy to avoid full dependence on a single group brand and instead develop a broader solo artist portfolio? If so, then this decision will significantly reshape the face of K-pop. Si Hyuk himself acknowledged the sensitivity of his remarks. In the final part of the interview, he stated, "I know that what I say can be misunderstood, but I want to be honest. We don't want to sell an illusion. We want to face reality, including the possibility that BTS will not always exist in the same format as before." That statement, though delivered cautiously, sounds like a signal of the end of BTS as the public has known them. It also indicates that BTS may evolve into a different entity, not disbanded, but no longer an active group in the short term. Many believe that Taehyung, with his interest in art, acting, and experimental projects, indeed has great potential outside the traditional K-pop world. Meanwhile, Jungkook, who continues to explore cross-genre music and the global market, is becoming the new face of a more universal K-pop. But must that mean they no longer walk together under one name? BTS, in the near future, HYBE is scheduled to hold its annual investor meeting, and the issue of BTS's direction will undoubtedly be a main topic. Observers believe it will be crucial for Si Hyuk to clarify BTS's roadmap not only for shareholders, but also for the mental stability of fans. If HYBE doesn't draw a clear and transparent line now, it's very likely there will be a fanbase exodus, especially from ARMY who feel betrayed, said Lee Myung-jae, a culture columnist at Korea Herald. One thing is certain: Taehyung and Jungkook now symbolize two different directions. One is considering a new, more independent path, while the other becomes the company's primary anchor. Amid this emotionally stirring dynamic, fans can only hope that whatever their decisions, it won't erase the essence of BTS that they have loved for so long. However, before we rush to draw conclusions and allow emotions to guide our perception of Si Hyuk's statement, a fundamental question must be asked. Do we truly believe that all of this is pure reality? Or is it merely a narrative fabrication systematically constructed to shock public attention and strengthen market positioning? Amid the massive flood of information, from TikTok clips, YouTube video snippets, viral tweets on Twitter, X, to speculations from alternative media channels, are we still able to distinguish between objective reality and discourses constructed solely for the sake of sensation? The fact that the circulating information originates from sources not yet officially verified should serve as a serious warning. Are we being controlled by narratives deliberately crafted to attract sympathy, provoke outrage, or even steer collective opinion toward a hidden agenda? Is it possible that the public, including the ever-loyal ARMY, is being used as a psychological experiment by the modern media ecosystem, saturated with manipulative algorithms? We must ask, why are only Taehyung and Jungkook explicitly mentioned? Why is the narrative so emotional and pressing? Is this part of a calculated communication strategy to divert attention from a larger issue within the company or even the broader South Korean entertainment industry? Or is it perhaps a subtle way of testing public acceptance of a potential internal rift within BTS? True truth, as with every viral public discourse, cannot be determined merely by the popularity of the news or the number of social media impressions. It must be sought through verification, critical reading, and deep contextual understanding. Therefore, we urge readers and the public at large not to believe every piece of circulating information, regardless of how emotional, dramatic, or sensational the content of the news may be. The question now is, have you, as a reader, processed this information rationally and reflectively? Or have you fallen into the trap of sensationalism that exploits BTS's great name to boost media exposure? We convey that this article was compiled based on various open sources scattered across digital and social media, yet its truth still requires further investigation and official confirmation from the relevant parties. Let us cultivate a healthy, skeptical culture. Do not let fame, loyalty, or collective emotions obscure our reasoning power. Because in this age of disinformation, what is most easily manipulated is not the data, but our own perception. Thank you for your attention. We invite you to discuss, question, and respond to this article openly. For only through critical dialogue can we arrive at the actual truth.